Kirby, right? There's only. Hello everyone and welcome to yet another episode of the Smashi Sports Show. Today is Friday, Feb 21. The month of Feb is going fast. Ramadan is coming soon. I am Abdul Majid Awan and I have with me
Aziz bin Sliman again.
Aziz bin Salman, our in-house basketball expert and athletics expert, bodybuilding expert, staying fit expert.
Who just got hurt and sprained his finger and back at the same time.
Oh yeah. Show it to the camera. See, athletes' injuries are like trophies, bro.
Yeah.
I think they're trophies, right?
Yeah, that shows that we're really into sports.
Yeah. So Aziz plays a league, a very interesting community league in UAE. So if you're interested, he can tell you a bit about it.
That's a good name.
Is it like a good league?
Yeah, it's a good league.
Is there $1 million prize?
Like three seasons per year.
Oh, nice.
It's like 2 months to 3 months basketball tournament where you have to play 4 divisions depending on your level of your basketball. There are a lot of ex-professional players. And
So if I want to join it, what do I have to do?
you have to have a team first or to join a team.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea. So you make a team of 6,
You make
minimum
a team,
6.
minimum
Right?
6 people.
If someone gets injured, it's fine.
It's fine.
They have to
you
still
can't
play.
play with 3 players though, but you need 5 players on the court.
Yeah.
And depending on the level of the team, you can like Division 4, Division 3, semi-elite, and elite.
Aziz was telling me about his injury that it was a very big foul, but the ref didn't see it. So expect very harsh refereeing.
Expect intense game.
If you're going to the community league. Apart from that, we have a lot of interesting news today on the show. Marmoush is a fan of Zamalek, the newly joined citizen, a player of Manchester City. He recently scored a hat-trick. Everyone went crazy in Egypt and across the
We
globe.
always have exciting news about Egypt. Hisham is missing. It's like
I think Hisham has trained us. We have Hisham's soul in the studio always. It's always something about Egypt. Salah, Marmoush or Zamalek. But yeah, they have a good football league. So I think because of that, they're producing quality players and they're playing somewhere. So it's good.
Especially the top 2 teams in Egypt, which are Zamalek and Ahli.
Yeah.
Which are always competing.
So apart from that, we're going to talk about UAE winning UAE Rugby national team winning the Arab Rugby Sevens Championship. Al Ittihad CEO, the Saudi Pro League, he was fined recently and the fans are not happy about it. And lastly, we're also going to discuss there is a rising star in squash. He's Saudi, from Saudi Arabia, Mohammed Al Nisfan. He just won the French International Squash Championship. So we're going to talk about that kid a little bit. Let's start with Marmoush. Recently scored a hat-trick, has a good start at Manchester City.
I was waiting for this to happen, man.
Yeah.
I was waiting for
It's
this to
just
happen.
so interesting to see that someone from a league which is way different joining English Premier League, which is very physical, very technical, joining that league mid-season. Usually, you start at the start of the season. You get a
It's
lot of
hard
time.
actually to integrate
You
to
get a lot of time to practice, play practice matches, play here and there, and then assimilate with the team and eventually find your footing.
get used to your
You
players, the
just randomly
teammates, because
entered
it's
and
like a new chemistry, a new type of player. So
yeah,
it's not that it's
and
that hard.
competing against that has been my like most interesting, most inspiring thing for me. Competing with De Bruyne, Foden, Haaland, all these players in your team, and then going on and scoring a hat trick in just your second
I
or
mean,
third
if they
match,
got
right?
him into the team and they finalized the deal, so they know he has the assets, he has the skills to
Yeah.
compete with those kind of players, and he actually did. He like
Yeah.
a hat trick with Man City is not it's not
And
easy
it was
to
a
do.
very quick hat trick. It wasn't like just he took like the
Yeah,
whole
what
match.
was it? Was it against Newcastle? I think,
Yeah.
right?
And Newcastle are not a bad team. They're like now a top 10 team at the least and a top 6 team at best. So scoring it against a good opposition is always good. The story is that in an interview with Masravi, Marmoush's former coach at Wadi Degla's youth team, Mitwali Tolba, he stated that Umar is a big Zamalek fan. Zamalek is one of the biggest clubs in Egyptian football. He can't stand Zamalek losing. So it comes at an interesting time when we know that Umar Marmoush is performing so well. So the coach's interview was quite insightful. The statement also received mixed reactions, with a lot of people saying that it doesn't matter which
It
team
doesn't
Mashmoush
actually matter.
supports. Yeah.
Actually, that
I
makes
think it
sense.
was-
Actually,
yeah.
that makes sense. I mean,
It was the other clubs who hate Zamalek, like oppositions.
who
They're
made
like,
those
no, bro.
comments, those comments. Yeah, I think so. But I mean, now the guy's in Manchester City, so
Yeah.
I don't,
Now we
like,
should
who
talk
cares
about-
about
Yeah,
which
he's in-
team
he's in-
is supporting?
One of the biggest sporting story in the last 5-6 years has been in football, especially
True.
Manchester City, and he's playing there,
Yeah.
doing really good, making a splash. So I think it
And he's
should all be
representing
about.
the Egypt team, and he's representing the Europe in a way.
I think the conversation should be before joining City. Which English Premier League club did he like? I think it would be Liverpool because Mo
would be
Salah plays there.
Liverpool. I see.
But I think getting a chance in such a big league, in such a big team, with such a great coach and such a great bunch of players is a privilege, and he's using that. And he's
Yes,
doing the best
true,
he can.
true.
So yes, Marmoush doing great things, and his former coaches. I think maybe some other coach will also come and be like, no, he's this fan. So they're just trying to associate him with some club. So we'll see. Whatever happens, we'll keep you updated on Smashi Sports. You can join us, follow us on all the social media channels. We're very nicely knit, small setup. We are the sponsors of the UAE national basketball
team again
we're
and
actually
again and
not
again.
small. We're very big. But you can follow us on social media, Instagram, anywhere. And if you're listening to the podcast on video, we're also on audio as well. All platforms, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Gami, everywhere. And if you're listening to us, we're on. We go live on YouTube and Instagram as well on Smashi Sports. Just find us. It's that simple. Just type out Smashi Sports.
We're over there. Just look for
Yeah.
us. We'll find it.
Next story up, UAE has UAE Rugby national team,
Yes.
which we will soon sponsor. I think our owner wants to sponsor all the national teams. Hopefully, we do someday.
We're
And-
getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. Soon, every UAE national team will have Smashi Sports logo. But yeah, UAE Rugby national team has won the Arab Rugby Sevens Championship. Good achievement from them. I remember on Monday, you guys were talking about UAE, their Football World Cup plans, right? You talked to Ishama. I
think
just
we-
saw a
we-
headline, I
We
think.
talked about the volleyball championship.
Oh, okay.
The ladies, they won. The
Yeah,
females, they
but
won.
it's nice to see that UAE is participating not only like they're not looking at the big sports only like cricket. UAE has a national cricket team. They have a football team. They're not only thinking about that. They're trying to diversify into any and every sport they can. So rugby team winning the Arab Rugby Sevens. Rugby Sevens is one of the biggest events in rugby.
Championship in
Yeah,
rugby too,
and
and
they're
they're not
winning-
like reaching finals or semi-finals.
Yeah.
They're the winners. They got the
Yeah.
dub. So, and I think this
So-
is their second championship.
Second championship, nice.
Yeah, their second time in their history they won the championship, and it's such an incredible achievement for the UAE.
And I think coming at a good time, before Ramadan. It's kind of like an Eid gift for the nation. Happy Eid Mubarak in advance with this championship win. Let me see some of the details. So they claimed the 2025 Arab Rugby Sevens Championship. It was held in Alexandria, Egypt. I don't know why the second story is somehow also related to Egypt. Hisham, we miss you. Yeah. After defeating Morocco 14-7 in the final. So Morocco, they beat. Nice. UAE, yeah, second time in their history. You were 100% correct, Aziz. So congratulations to the UAE rugby national team. If you're a fan of it, I think the good thing I like about teams which are not that big on a very big commercial level, like rugby, usually they have a very strong small base. For example, the players playing, their families will be watching,
True,
and they'll watch literally every second of the match just to get a glimpse of their own kid or someone
even like
playing,
worldwide,
right?
there are a lot of fans
Yeah.
that likes the sport. I personally like rugby. I mean, it's a bit intense.
Yeah.
It's a bit physical about.
You'll break everything, not only
not
just your
just- okay. Okay.
So yeah, rugby.
But you'll get used to it. After 1 year, you get all the broken.
I think it's a part and parcel of the sports. You know, even the runners, I think they get plantar fasciitis and all. Every sport comes with some kind of certain injury. You just have to take care of yourself. Try.
If you can.
Yeah, if you can avoid them as much. So I think it's also if you have a healthy body, if you're active, you play any sport, I think you'll be fine. Ronaldo, example, 40
No,
plus.
Ronaldo is something.
Perfect
I
human
told you,
specimen.
don't mention Ronaldo. Ronaldo
Yeah.
is on a different
So
level.
I think it's just how much you take care of your body. As an athlete, you'll be fine. Not Neymar. Don't take care. You'll break everything. Be like Ronaldo. Take care of everything. Messi also. Very less injuries throughout his career. One or two big
A
injuries.
lot of injuries, Messi,
Yeah.
but
And the way people have tackled him over time, he should have broken a lot of things.
But
Thankfully, he didn't, right?
he
So
knows
it's
how
very
to
interesting
avoid.
to
He
know
knows
that.
how to avoid the tackle.
Yeah.
It's like Messi.
So next up, Saudi Pro League.
Yep.
Let's go to Saudi Arabia. Al Ittihad CEO Domingos Soares is fined, and Al Ittihad fans are not happy about it.
How much was the fine?
I don't know. Just trying to find out.
Yeah,
it was a
$5,300.
$5,300.
That's okay.
5,300. Yeah, that's not a big fine. I think it's just the thing attached with fine. Even if it's like 1 dirham, why did you fine him? So yeah, there's a lot of the disciplinary committee considered Suarez's words abusive towards the Saudi Football Federation and the referee committee. I think it was the heat of the moment. He got angry at a ref, and that's quite normal
Yeah,
because the
I think
emotions are high.
the interview with Al Riyadiyya after the
Oh.
game against Al Wahda is the reason for the fine.
Ah,
You
okay,
can
okay.
watch it on our Instagram, guys. We have the video, we have the post with all the details.
And the fans, their opinion is that whatever he said is right. He was correct in saying that Al Ittihad want a fair competition. He didn't attack anyone. That Al Hilal's statement and Jesus' words were worse, but they didn't get punished. So they're basically making a comparison that our coach said this and you find him, and the other guys said this and did this and you didn't say anything. So I think they're talking about unfair treatment. It's one of the, I think people don't like it, but I think it's the beauty of any game. Someone always saying, "Oh, they've bought the refs. Oh, the refs
Yeah,
are
they're
on
always
their side."
complaining about
Yeah.
something.
We know about Manchester United. Everyone said, "Oh, they always bought the refs." Real Madrid, they always buy the refs. But I think it's just a good banter which should be there in sports. Without a good banter, I think
We need
there
to
is
argue.
no sports,
Everyone
right?
wants to argue.
Yeah, I think in
And when you watch a
basketball
game,
even, right?
in every game, when you watch a game with your friends, then all your friends became coaches.
Yeah.
And they know what to do. Why didn't he sub him out in 47? And like everyone know how
Yeah.
to manage the team. Like.
From
And
outside,
that's the
it's
beauty
very
of
easy.
sports.
Yeah. From outside, it's very easy. But when you step on the court, you step on any field of sports. Of
course.
I think it's a different ball game.
It's a different ball
I've played football at some level, so I know the pressure. As you in your mind before the match, you have like 10 things. Oh, I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do. As soon as you land on the pitch, you're like, I forgot everything.
The moment of truth, yes.
So that's the difference between.
But still,
us and the
sometimes a
great
lot of
players.
time happens that the coaches make the wrong decisions. Also, the players do bad performance as well. So the fans may be right, may be wrong. So it depends on the
I think
game.
it's the
Depends-
human error and
Exactly.
the way we've
That's-
seen
that's
so
what
much
makes the
technology
sports
come in.
beautiful. That makes the sports.
I think
valued.
human errors are the beauty of sports. If you don't think that, like in football, everything has become so so mechanical. The refs have literally no power now. Goal line
True.
technology, this technology,
True.
offside technology. Everything has become so machine dependent that sometimes I think those three guys on the field, or the umpire in cricket, or the ref in basketball,
And they miss it.
they
True.
don't exist.
True,
They
true.
shouldn't exist.
True,
But
true.
I think that human element in sports, it should always be there.
True.
Right? Even in tennis, I think this year in Wimbledon or next year, they're going to try the line technology. So the people that we see, the kids running around, the linesmen calling out, you hear that sound. You're going to miss all of that because
But if
it
you
will
miss,
become
I
all.
don't agree on this actually.
You want machines to be like, you want.
No, I don't
everything-
want machines because those kids that witness
Yeah,
those games
or the
and it's
linesmen, women who do that.
yeah, it's like it's such an honor and it's such a
Right?
it's such an achievement, small achievement
Yeah.
for them to be like
Like Federer is standing right next
exactly
to
like
you playing, and you're
10
like,
meters beside Federer or like
I was the linesman in that
Alcaraz
match.
or
Yeah, I think
So-
the human element is going out with, obviously AI is the new buzzword, but we've already seen like over the last 10 years, technology has changed sports so much, and it's not just during the game. Yesterday, funny story, my wife was looking at a clip, cricket is happening. Oh, we have the India-Pakistan, it's like the El Clasico of
India
cricket
Pakistan
happening on
cricket
Sunday.
game.
In
Sunday?
Dubai. Yeah,
Okay.
so if you're
you're going
trying
out
to avoid
north.
traffic, don't go to Motor City or that area. It's going to be crazy. People will be walking on the roads just trying to get to the venue. And it's a ODI, so it's a 9-hour, 10-hour game. So
9-hour game.
yeah, an ODI is 50 overs per side, so it's usually a 9 or 10-hour game. So 3.5 hours for both teams to bowl and bat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, cricket it's in our Asian blood. We wake up with the bat and ball, like the Brazilians and those guys. They
With the
grow up with the
football,
football. We grow up with the bat and ball. So it's a very, very, very big game. There's going to be a lot of hullabaloo around it. Yesterday, India won. So there were traffic jams at a lot of places because
They're
Indians were
celebrating,
celebrating.
yes.
So it was a happy moment for them. India is basically playing all their matches, Champions Trophy matches, in Dubai.
Okay.
Because India and Pakistan have political differences. So India is basically the only team which is settled in Dubai. They'll play all their Champions Trophy matches in Dubai.
Okay.
So Pakistan played their first match in Pakistan in Karachi. They lost. Now they're flying out to Dubai. They
To
arrived
play
today.
as like in the home of India, which is UAE now.
So it's weird for a tone. It's like World Cup was happening in Qatar and one team was like, no, we're not coming. We'll play in Saudi.
True.
So it's very weird, but it's been happening over the last decade.
it happens in a lot of
India-Pakistan
sports,
problems.
actually, yeah.
Funny story is whenever there is a international tournament in India, Pakistan team goes, but Indian team never comes to Pakistan. So it's a very weird kind of a stuff. Sorry, I'm Pakistani, a little biased, but it's just the matter of fact.
Okay.
Pakistan always goes to India. Recently, they went for the World Cup to India. They played the whole World Cup, got security and everything. They were happy. They came back. India didn't go to Pakistan for Champions Trophy. So let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
We'll see
but
what happens.
avoid the traffic. Sunday is going to be crazy. Bars, pubs, all the places with screens, they'll be full. Won't be space. So if you want to go there, just book your seats right now. That's happening.
Excited to
Lastly,
watch the game.
end of our show, last story. Saudi squash star Mohammed Al Nisfan. He's won the French International Squash Championship. I was looking at it. Very interesting story. He's a tall kid, as I saw. A very tall kid. And he's
a tall
playing
kid,
squash.
I swear.
Yeah, we just listen. Whenever we talk about Saudi, we only talk about football, like in the last 2 years because of Saudi Pro League. But other stories are coming out of the region as well, from this country as well. Squash, interesting sport. Have you played squash?
Not really. I tried it maybe
it's
once
very-
or twice, but I've never watched professionally. But
Yeah, it's very weird game. You're boxed inside. You have a cube. You're inside. It's kind of like paddle, but inside a box.
it's like when you smash it so hard, you don't see it actually. It's like
Yeah.
you don't see it.
Actually, the difference, there's a
Don't see
difference
it,
if
like,
you guys don't know.
bouncing
Squash
hard.
101, there's a 2-dot ball and a 3-dot ball.
Okay.
So professionally at international level, they play with 3-dot. It's heavier and you won't believe it. It's kind of like a foam structure. It's not like a plastic or the rubber structure. It has a foamy structure. So that is why it doesn't bounce enough.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise, the way they hit it, imagine if it was a rubber ball. It'll start a ping pong game inside.
Exactly.
Like ding, 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 ding. But it's a very heavy, and you have to literally warm it up before you start playing. So
Yes,
you
it's-
warm up the ball. You hit it through the guys, both the players. They hit it rapidly. You warm up the ball so it starts bouncing.
So you have to warm up yourself and then you warm up the ball.
So warming up yourself is actually warming up the ball in squash. It's a very, very interesting, unique kind of sport, but it's one of the biggest racket sports. The most international championships are actually won by a Pakistani, Jahangir Khan. He won 13 international championships.
Okay.
Consecutive 11.
Okay.
Consecutive. For 11
Okay.
years, he was unbeaten. And
The squash guy.
yeah, and after that, we never produced anyone. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. He got everything for the
Yeah.
next 100 years, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
But I think when you have like big players like these, the most important thing, like Ronaldo, I don't think Portugal will produce any Ronaldo or anyone, even like 10% of Ronaldo. And it should
We'll
be.
see. We'll see. I think
I
maybe
think
we'll have
it should
something
be.
similar, but not like exactly similar to Ronaldo
Yeah.
or to Messi, bro.
See, with Salah and Marmoush, I love this story that Salah became big and one guy looking at him grew up and now he's a
And
part of
followed the same
Manchester
path,
City.
true.
So I think if you have stars, if any team, any country has stars, like in basketball, it's great. US, LeBron James, all the big guys. We've seen like someone stepping into the legend's shoe.
True.
A lot of countries I haven't seen that, and I think there should be a system, something, or I think it's the onus is on that player itself.
I think
if
so.
you become a legend, I think there is kind of a responsibility attached with it that you prepare the next legends.
True.
Somehow
Just like
play
the
a
big
role in
names
it.
are doing
right?
it now, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this kid is doing
Yep,
good.
Mohammed Al Nisfan clinches the France International Squash Championship. It was held in Lille in France.
Oh, it's called Lille?
Yes.
Oh, you've been to France. You've lived in
Yeah,
France,
it's
right?
called Lille.
Oh,
It's a beautiful city.
interesting fact about Aziz.
It's a beautiful
Yeah.
city. Actually, the most beautiful city in France is the Nice, which is like the south part of
I think
of
that is why they
France.
call it nice.
Yeah, I
It's
think-
spelled nice because
Yeah,
it's the best place.
It's actually the nicest
Yeah.
spot there.
So he's
he
defeated Egyptian
defeated the Egyptian Taimur Benoit in the final.
Yeah, and he's 16.
Yeah, and he's like 16 years old.
And he's added to his list of accolades, which include winning the 2022 Head Danish Championship and the Qatar and Norway
16 years
International.
old, bro. With like all our latest news, we have kids
doing
16
great
to
things.
18 years old doing great performances, great achievements, bro.
Good to see young talent coming out of Saudi, not only in football and squash as well. Good to see a 16-year-old already having 2 titles, winning a 3rd title. Good to see Marmoush. People associating Marmoush with other things now because Marmoush is a star and whatever is associated with Marmoush, I think will gain popularity eventually. Thank you so much for joining us on Smashi Sports Show.
Thank you,
Aziz.
Majid. Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Aziz and me are tired. We were 2 days at a step conference, but we came here. We want to do the show because it's Friday.
When
we have
it's
to do
all
the
about
Smashi
business,
Sports Show
we're
on Friday.
present. When it's about sports, we're present.
Yeah.
We're just here.
Yeah.
Just to
Thank you so
deliver
much.
guys'
If you want to
stories. Thank you,
see
everyone.
us this episode, if you join in between or if you missed any part of it, it's on YouTube. If you want to just listen to it passively while driving or doing something,
So
we're there on all
major podcasts.
podcast
platforms.
platforms. Yes. So thank you very much. Smashi Sports Show is a Smashi Sports production, part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network, which has a lot of podcasts. Just go and Google Augustus Media. You'll see all the podcasts that we have. We have 1.34 million listeners every month. If you're one of them and if you're one of the sports fan, thank you so much for listening to us. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care.
Have a great
good
weekend.
weekend and stay safe. Yeah.